So this is perfect time to have that, at least in the U.S. It's perfect time to have that term because now is really the only time that you can use that term between Election Day, which is the second Tuesday in November. Yeah, the second Tuesday in November, and between Election Day and Inauguration Day. So the word inauguration is kind of important. I mean, it's not that important. I really only see it used with the president every 4 years. The verb is to inaugurate, and the noun is inauguration day. That is when the president officially takes office. He is sworn into office. Sworn, meaning to the past tense of swear. Like promise, oath, to take an oath, to be sworn into office. Even he will probably put his right or left hand on, I believe, the Bible, right? Maybe it is the Constitution. I'm not sure.
I've heard that it is Bible.
It's the Bible.
I saw that on the drama.
Okay. Yeah. Which I'm surprised because these days they really try to, separate politics and religion and stuff. So I'm a little bit surprised that they still do that. But it's just tradition. So, so put his hand on the Bible and swear to blah, 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 be a good president, not break the law, blah, blah, blah. So that is to be sworn into office and to be inaugurated. Maybe you can use that word for a governor or a congressman or something, but I only really see that word used with the president. And actually, Inauguration Day, I remember being in elementary school, they would stop class and you watch the inauguration on TV and stuff like that. There was a big crowd. A long time ago, one president, it is cold, right? It is February, and it is outside, and his one president, this is more than 100 years ago, maybe 150, 200 years ago or something. He gave a very long speech, and it was raining, and he got cold and he got sick, and 3 months later he died because of his long inauguration day speech. Yeah. Interesting story.
Spelling? Inauguration.
Inauguration. I-N-A-U-G.
Inaugurate. Okay.
Yeah. Inaugurate. I-N-A-U-G. Inaugurate. How would you finish it? U-R-A-T?
I-N-A.
A-U-G. U-R-A-T? Yeah. U-R-A-T-E. Inaugurate. And actually, there's another interesting, useful term. So during that time period, between Election Day and Inauguration Day, you have the president-elect, who right now is Trump. He has been elected president, but he's not yet officially president. And then you also have the president, who is almost finished. During that period, we call him a lame duck president. Meaning, he is leaving soon, so... What? I guess powerless. I think in some ways powerless because people don't care about him anymore. They're not trying to make him happy anymore. They're trying to make Trump happy. But a lot of times during that period, presidents will try really hard to finish some legislation, to pass some laws that they had a personal agenda or that something. So. And when we read about this, Obama, if he can, he will try to finish the TPP. And also, I will tell you later, if he can, he will try to appoint the Supreme Court justice. But actually, I think probably he will not be able to do either. One thing that I'm not sure, but I'm almost positive he will do, and many presidents do this during their lame duck period, maybe even the last week or two, they give out many presidential pardon, meaning a pardon is like forgiveness. So you are in jail for something, but I give you a presidential pardon. You can get out of jail.
Forgiveness.
Yeah, and actually, presidents are allowed to give that at any time. They are presidents, so they have the power to give someone a presidential pardon. When Nixon resigned, they were going to prosecute him, but the next guy, who was the next guy after him? Ford? Who was the president after Nixon? I think Ford. The guy who became president quickly pardoned him, because he was president, so we're not going to pardon him. I'm not sure if that can happen in Korean politics. Whoever is next president, can they or will they give Park Geun-hye a pardon? They got kicked out. They are not president anymore. That's enough. We are not going to prosecute them because then it's a huge news story and it'll actually be bad for the country. It's too much negative publicity, blah, blah, blah. So you can give some presidential pardon. Obama already gave some presidential pardon during his... Many people praised... I'm sure some people didn't like it, but many people praised... One of his important things is prison reform. The United States prison system sucks and there's too many people in prison. A lot of them are there for simple drug charges. Simple drug charges, I know Korean attitude on drugs is a little bit different, a little bit more strict. But most people in U.S. believe some simple drug charge, you should be punished but not go to jail for 10, 20 years in jail just for some simple drug charge. So Obama took many people that were like that, just some marijuana or something like that, but they were in jail for 10 or 20 years. So he pardoned them. And he's trying to change the prison system. That's one thing people kind of praised him about. Blah, 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 blah. Talk too much about number one. Number two, jeopardize. The noun form is jeopardy. If something is in jeopardy, it is in trouble, it is in danger. To jeopardize something means to put it into harm's way, to put it into a situation where, into a dangerous situation, into a situation where you might lose something, where you might harm something. I'm giving many strange examples today. If you are drinking too much alcohol and showing up late to work, you might jeopardize your job, right? You might get fired. If you are a married man and you are having an affair and cheating on your wife, you are jeopardizing your family and your relationship, right? The reason I'm choosing those examples is because those are ways that I've heard that word used before. To jeopardize your family, to jeopardize your relationship, to jeopardize your job, to jeopardize the company, right? To put it in a situation where it is now dangerous.
I heard a lot of words Jeopardy from one of TV show.
There is a TV show named Jeopardy.
Oh, really?
But that's... I remember thinking, why is this TV show named Jeopardy? Because Jeopardy, like I said, means...
What kind of TV show?
Trivia show. Maybe you're thinking about something different.
Yeah.
Actually, Jeopardy is a very famous TV show, just quiz show.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
3 people answering questions.
Yeah, that's Jeopardy.
I'm not sure why it's called Jeopardy. Maybe because they are risking their money, kind of like gambling with their money, and so their money is in jeopardy because they could lose it. I'm not sure exactly why it's called Jeopardy, but that's a really famous show. Number 4, staunch. Very loyal and committed, and you will not change, you will not leave them. Actually, when I saw this word, the first thing that popped into my head, Paksamo. Paksamo. They are staunch Park Geun-hye supporters. Perfect example. Really perfect example. They are so loyal and they will not quit and they will not say bad things. They are very staunch. Maybe with a sports team who is, Manchester United, Chelsea, these are very strong teams, but maybe there is a team like small team. Actually, Leicester, if you know sports, Leicester, usually they are not good. So they're staunch supporters, still supporting the team, still wear the shirt. And then actually last year they became good again and they were the champion. And number 5, reprieve. A reprieve can mean like a cancellation or probably more of a postponement. Something is being taken away, something bad, like a punishment, or not just a punishment, or a verdict or something. It is being taken away, but when you use the word reprieve, it is implied that it might or it will come back. So this example sentence is a good one. The court has decided to grant a reprieve on Jack's punishment as they found him not guilty. So they are taking away that punishment. But probably if he gets in trouble again, they will give it back to him. Kind of like, not parole, probation or something.
Suspension?
Kind of like suspended in that situation, yeah. Also, it could be something as simple as if I am a married man, but this is just example. And my wife always, why are you coming home so late, drinking too much soju, blah, blah, blah. And I take business trip to Japan. It is kind of my reprieve from her nagging me. So for 3 or 4 days, it is a reprieve. Yes, I will come back and it will probably continue, but it is going away, maybe or probably coming back at some point. So it is used in situations like that. Actually, yesterday I bought a ticket for 4-day, 3-night trip to Taiwan.
Oh.
No wife.
Just alone?
My friend lives there, so I'm visiting my friend. So I bought the ticket yesterday, actually. Any questions?